Hey hookers, it's Jean Haley here. I'm really excited about us getting together to make some hats this winter. I just thought I'd do a really quick video just to show you the stuff that I've got, just so that you can maybe plan and see what you want, what you've got around the house, and make some decisions about your own hats. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's start with my hat. I've got a couple of examples here, but I did want to show you one that I wear every single day that it's hot, that it's cold out. It keeps my head warm, if not hot, sometimes. And in the winter, obviously, not in the summer. I don't wear it. But anyway, it's super warm and it's super durable because, as we know, I mean, we make these for our front welcome mats when we walk on them every day. So we know how durable that is. And I just used a plain old fleece on the inside, and I matched my button to my my piping here. Here's another one that's very similar to that, in navy instead of black. And again, just a fun fleece inside. And I really like these stripy cording. And this one I didn't do any quilting on it. I just left it, I liked it smooth because I liked this fabric a lot. But again, I made a button top to match. Here's another one with a matchy button top, but I quilted the top. The other ones that don't have quilting still have that batting in between though, because it just adds that nice layer of cush. So again, another stripy binding. If you're going to put any kind of pattern in it, you need to be careful, and we'll talk about this when we're doing it, that when you join it, that your lines meet where you want them to. Obviously, my little button there got cut off a little bit, but there you go. And this one's a little bit fancier, and this one was a true sort of, I went for it with the worms, and I did a light, medium, dark pattern, and they don't quite match up, but they kind of match up. So I think it looks fine though. So again, it's light, medium, and dark, and that's how I separate my worms. But this was a great project for doing worms. And the lining, the velvet lining and the velvet top, these were actually, it was an old velvet skirt from my Aunt Jo. And so I repurposed that. So I highly recommend repurposing whatever you've got. So what are you going to use for your piping? I just go for, fun and colorful. These are some things that I have that I think might make fun. This is actually that blue from the blue hat here. I like stripy things, and then if you cut them on the bias, they go diagonal. This is the orange that's from my hat and the second hat there. I just love those stripes. I think that the polka dots might be kind of fun. So anything with a pattern I think might be fun. I think that you could also do a solid. But I do think that pattern just kind of brings something to it and adds a little pop of color in its own little, zinger there. Now, some people were asking about the piping, and I think I said 1/4 inch piping in the list. I just have a box of cording that I've collected over the years, and I use whatever I've got on hand. This is kind of a nice stiff cording, and so that works well. I've got this fat stuff that still works well, and the thinner stuff, if you're doing like a 3-cut, maybe that might work, but I think that the fatter stuff is going to look nicer, because you want to be able to see that piping sort of at the edge of your hat there. It doesn't stick up a ton, but it does, you want to be able to see it. You don't want to get buried when you actually sew it together. So if you're going to do something in a wide cut, you might want to make sure that you've got, a little bit thicker rope or cording of, whatever you've got. But really, whatever you can find it at the hardware store. I think Joann sells some different cords for, by the yard. And then the insides of your hats, I've used, I've used the fleece. This is just basic fleece. I think I got it at Joann's. I would recommend going to your local store if you can. And so really just whatever you think would be fun. I got this. I thought it would be a fun sort of autumn color. I don't know. Then I looked at it and it's kind of a mossy oak for those of you who know camo. Um, this is a velvet that I'm hoping to use at some point. It's a blue velvet. This is part of that skirt that I took apart. You can see the darts there, kind of. Maybe not because it's so black, but so this is that skirt that I took apart. I also kind of think it would be fun to use one of these, you know, fuzzy fabrics that I tend to use on all my pillows because it's crazy soft and silky. So basically, these are the things that you're going to need in terms of raw materials. And I think that whatever you've got around the house is really going to be what works best for you. I think that, you know, anything that you find is going to work. And I think that simple patterns work, but we can talk about patterns as well because you don't want to get too intricate. But anyway, I will talk to you again later. All right, goodbye.